Hello, hello. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be doing a very short introductory course on crystals. And one of the things I thought would be the easiest way to do a quick introduction, and for me, this is a test just to see how a pre-recorded option goes. But that would be with something like our chakras, right? What stones and crystals relate to our chakras. If you're unfamiliar with chakras, we can get to that, but this is pretty easy. It's the stones, and it has a lot to do with what crystals connect to different, mental, emotional, or physical energies that are, that you can tap into, take part of, use to, tune in and attune with, use these crystals and stones. And there's more than we can even get into, but that's why I was thinking the heart chakra is a really easy place to start. Now, speaking about the heart chakra, that's also a really easy place to start because, man, if you don't know about chakra, that's all here. Your green, your Anahata, and love, 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 love. Everybody, love, 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 love. But heart sickness is a thing, and it does not happen just romantically. It's manifested in a million different ways, and so there's a lot of different imbalance that can happen with it. So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about stones and crystals for the heart chakra, because there are multitudes. There's much more than one. Just in the same way that your heart can give many different aspects and kinds of love. Love in a romantic way to a partner, to a child, to a parent, compassion for others. There's just like there's a myriad different types of love, there's a myriad different types of heart ailments and sickness that can come with that, and imbalance. And in the same way, a lot of the different stones that correlate to the heart chakra have different pieces of love that they help balance and attune with. So some of the easiest ones, we're going to start really quick talking. I may delete this video, I don't know. This is my test run. So one of the most known, most people think of it, rose quartz, right? And I don't know how well we can see this at the moment, but it is a beautiful rose-hued stone. Seeing things for me to know. Adjust my lighting so things can be seen better. Rose quartz come in lots of different sizes and variety. For the most part, different hues as well. But what you'll generally notice is there's some aspect of that peach rose color to it, and it's quartz, just incorporated with that hue and that tone that comes from different mineral deposits. And when it does that, it changes its connection. So having that as one that has to do with the heart, this one very much has to do with compassion and love. Okay, so compassion and love is not that just that romantic. Like compassion and love is where you can be heartsick with somebody else, with their issue and all the things. They could even be in conflict with you, but it's got that little bit of that empathy piece, right? Where you can still be mad, you can be imbalanced and heartsick, but you can also see things. So there's a deep piece of that compassion, empathy, communication that comes with rose quartz. Funnily enough, most people consider rose quartz the one that really has to do more with the romantic love and the things, and I don't know why, because it's pink, I guess, but to each their own. But this is really, truly that compassion, love, communication, empathy piece. That's what that piece is. I'm doing this fast, so we can go back to all these later, but I just want to see how I can do in a few minutes, get an idea. Another one, and one that I actually like a lot more because it's got a lot more life to it, a lot more power overall to the balance of the heart. Balance, which is so important, so important. That would be aventurine, generally green aventurine. It comes raw. It's going to look a little bit more textured. This is a beautiful stone. And green is actually the color of the heart chakra, the Anahata. So, or Anahata, pardon. So things to consider with that too. When you think about life, when you think about things growing, you think green's a very life-loving, giving color, as is love, as is our heart. True love is it's receiving and giving and growing. It's a little bit more limitless. Think of a seed sprouting, reseeding, going back. Green. Keep that in mind. There's a reason why green is in association with the heart. So with this also, it has that bountiful battery aspect to it, where green aventurine taps into the heart chakra by also empowering that constant rejuvenation and understanding. This is more understanding rather than that the empathy just overflowing and the compassion so much and having pieces like this. This really is an energy stone for the heart, which is wildly important, especially for setting boundaries, and especially if you are dealing with issues with your heart chakra, where you are fatigued emotionally, right? And you're lonely, having all the lonely, like all those feelings, like this is the one to remind you of cycles and constant movement and replenishment, and to give you the energy and that bit that connects with clarity. So this is kind of like the energy that helps connect the clarity. Rose quartz, definitely much more communication style, empathy, that kind of open love. This one gives you the energy to consistently maintain those kind of communications and keep yourself from just draining. Okay? Hope you're following me a little bit on this. There's plenty that connect with it. Unakite, rhodochrosite, um, uh, not aventurine. Bear with me for a second. Amazonite, believe it or not, beautiful stone. But one that I thought would be really good to focus on in conjunction, just kind of give you the three, is fluorite. So fluorite, and funnily enough, this one is shaped like a heart. Fluorite can come in many different tones. Here's a nice big raw piece to give you an idea. I would definitely want to figure out how to do some of these videos and things and include nice clean photos so you can really see, because this isn't going to do any justice to it as a nice raw piece. Generally comes in many different hues, green, purple, blue, can be many different colors too, yellows and pinks, and rainbow fluorite. Generally it's going to have some streaking. I've got many different pieces. Oftentimes you'll see it somewhere in a shape like this cubic. And this is actually how it likes to grow. Now, while this is polished and cleaned, it does grow in this form. It forms in these perfect little rhombus diamonds, right? And this one is much more green. It can be, boom, deep purple, blues, lots of different hues. What fluorite does for the heart chakra is really beautiful because it actually helps kind of attune and pull those two other pieces together, right? You get the energy piece, you get that energizing piece that's giving you balance, that's allowing you not to get overdrained, and that is the green aventurine piece, right? It keeps recharging and giving. It helps you not be drained here and still keep those channels open. The rose quartz absolutely helps with that, just compassion, communication, empathy, understanding, but it can drain you if you are not balanced, right? You can be overgiving. That's a really dangerous one to just use and just go, I just need this because I'm feeling so drained in my relationship with my partner and I just want better understanding. Well, if you're in an abusive relationship and you're looking for better understanding because maybe you're not understanding and getting the clear, you can also get drained the fuck out. There is compassion and empathy and things like that, but you have to make sure that that communication piece is going both ways. This is a wonderful stone if you are grieving. Rose quartz is fabulous if you are grieving, if you are actually going through loss and confusion, but not when you're actually trying to tap in with another person. That's a great one for tapping into self, because you can also route that empathy and compassion towards self and not drain. So the main thing is understanding all these crystals, understanding how they can tap into different energies at different times and in different ways can be important, just to kind of give you the best benefit of using them. And when I say using them, tapping into them, tuning into them, and attuning yourself to them, using the energy that's around you abundantly where it's needed. The reason that I'm dying to talk about fluorite is the piece that kind of channels all of those into the best, the highest version of purpose and self. So fluorite is a very high spiritual intellect, like it shoots way beyond anything that you're sitting here trying to sort out. And fluorite basically kind of tries to drive you to the truth, the honesty of the situation, the clarity, the mental clarity and acuity that you really need. So you got the green aventurine that helps kind of give you the power and sustainability, momentum, the life that you need, energy to the heart. The rose quartz helps give that compassion, that empathy, that communication, those pieces that allow you to connect externally, I think most importantly with yourself. The fluorite helps you understand. It's not even just about transmutation. It's understanding. It's true clarity on the feelings that are going on with your heart and actually connecting them to something a little bit more divine, like the purpose and the person that you are meant to be with. Most of the time, it's you. As a matter of fact, I could say 100% of the time, it's you. If your love issues are focused on other people, then you need to be working on yourself with your heart chakra, because the number one thing is this: people can and will, and there will be times where somebody's not your right match and there could be disappointment and all the things. But if your frustration and worry about it is externalized, and that's why you're looking at stones who deal with another person, not going to help you. Not going to help you at all. However, having said all that, with all my warnings and things, I would recommend for anybody 3 stones for the heart chakra: fluorite, green aventurine. And those are your beautiful combination powerhouses of giving, maintaining, and receiving. All right, I'm gonna watch this video and see if I ever want to do this again. And if I do, then I will probably clip all this out, edit this down, add some notes, get some better pictures, and turn this into a video that I am happy to share with all of you. Please give me any feedback, any questions, and yeah, we'll go from there. Love and peace.